Hi everybody, I hope I didn't give you a rude shock, especially if you've been following my past videos for some time and you're probably expecting a silent video, an ASMR video. But yeah, I'm back. Okay, I'm really nervous now. It's been a while since I did this. But yeah, so technically I haven't been away. But some of you might know, if for those of you who followed me since I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, you would know that I started with talking videos, but then a couple of months back, I had some family issues at home and I couldn't film talking videos at that time. So I went to ASMR videos. I switched over to ASMR videos and yeah, so here I am back again. I'm actually not certain if I should continue doing ASMR videos or if you would like me to, talk and explain as we go. But yeah, so for those who only joined me after I started filming ASMR videos, welcome to my channel. I'm the Still Trying Mama Jo, and yeah, so over here I do cash stuffing, I do budgeting, and my daughter Feifi has her own videos as well, so do check them out. She's 9 years old, and yeah, she's going to be 10. She's going to be 10 soon next year. It's really fast. But yeah, so basically I am living on a single income, or rather we are living on a single income, a very low income, and I am trying to do side hustles here and there to supplement, a little bit more for our living expenses and our bills and all that. Yeah, so I have an Etsy shop as well. It's also linked in the description below. If you're interested, please go check it out. Yeah, so okay, I am really nervous right now if you haven't noticed. Oh, but I do want to get your opinion on whether I should continue with ASMR videos or if you are okay with this style of videos as well. The reason why I'm seeking your opinion is because back when I was still doing talking videos, I actually had a couple of comments over at Instagram. They watched my videos and they kind of commented that my voice was monotonous, my videos were boring, and yeah, stuff like that. So, and I also know that many of you joined my channel only after I started doing ASMR videos. So I'm pretty sure some of you at least do enjoy the ASMR versions of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put up a poll on the community, on a community post, and asking for your opinion if you would like me to continue with ASMR. Would you like me to talk in my videos, or would you like a mixture of them? And yeah, so please do go take part in the poll if possible. I would appreciate that very much. So yeah, that's about it. Let's jump into cash stuffing. However, for this week, or rather this month actually, my income has gone down quite a bit because October has been a rather slow month in terms of Etsy sales and orders. And okay, I'm trying to be really transparent about my sales on Etsy. So basically I only got about $50 to $60 Singapore dollars after Etsy fees have been taken out and all that. So yeah, so this would be included in my cash stuffing for this week. But and this is whatever is left after I've taken out my bills and subscriptions and all that. So let's see how much we're blessed with. I mean, no matter what the amount, we should be really, we should feel blessed that we have at least something, right? Even $2 is a little bit adds up, right, over time. So let's see how much we have today. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 140, 5, 50, 55. Okay, I'm going to leave the 5 out because as some of you might know, I can't count in 5s. So 50, 152, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 68, 70, 72, 77. So I have $177 this week. I'm really hoping that, you know, I can get a few more sales in Etsy so that we can, you know, stuff a little bit more. But yeah, let's just make do with whatever we have, and it is still enough for our day-to-day expenses this week, so no complaints, right? Okay, by the way, do stay tuned till the end, because at the end I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what Feifei and I have been collaborating on for the past I think it has to be 3 to 4 months now. We had this idea and we have been working on it really hard. And yeah, so I'm hoping that you guys like it, but let's get to cash stuffing first. So before we start with our binders, let's go over our wallet for this week. Let's see how much we have left. So for food, we have $20. So what I usually do is I'll roll over money usually in my wallet, because even though you know I am at home for a lot of, you know, a lot of hours, I don't really have time to go out to do side hustles and you know, to go work part-time or things like that, because someone has to be around for Feifei when she comes back from school in the afternoon, and yeah, things like that. And I am, you know, I haven't been able to get a helper at home because of finances. So yeah, we have to just, it is what it is, right? So I'll roll over whatever money we have. I used to put it in challenges, savings challenges, but then I don't think I can afford to do that, you know, lately. So I'll be putting in $50 this week for food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. So we have $70 for food this coming week. If anything is left over, it will be rolled over in the weeks after as well. For groceries, I have $12 left, and for this week we're going to be adding $40. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have $52 altogether in groceries. So groceries, we mainly buy fresh produce like fruits and vegetables. And I don't know if you noticed, or rather in Singapore at least, the prices of fruits have been increasing like crazy. And it's like all I wanted, all I chose were 4 apples, a bag of 5 oranges, maybe some blueberries, and it can come up to almost $20. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, you know. Okay, for shopping, this envelope is for any small little treats that I want to buy for myself or for Feifei when we, you know, walk around, when we go out. So I usually don't use this very often, but I usually just put a little something in the wallet just in case. So I have $4 left over, and I'm gonna this $4 will stay. I'm not gonna add anything. For personal, this is for my own, you know, if I want some coffee for myself or things like that, because Feifei doesn't drink coffee. I have $10 left, and it shall stay. Okay, weekend. For those of you who only joined me recently, so basically I have a weekend envelope because Feifei, this came from Feifei, okay, this idea. So she basically made a DIY weekend envelope for me before this came, and she told me that, you know, I could probably put a little bit of something into the weekend envelope, so that the money we spend during the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, will only come from this envelope, and I do not have to touch, the other envelopes. And I thought, well, that's a pretty good idea. So yeah, so weekend envelope. However, the money that I use to stuff in here does not come from my cash stuffing money over here. I usually take the money here from the money in here from my miscellaneous envelope. So let's see if I need to add anything. I have $5 left. I don't think I'll be adding anything. I know $5 seems, very little for the weekend, but we're not intending to actually go out much this week. So I'll leave it for now, and if I have to, I'll take it from my miscellaneous envelope. Yeah, so that's about it. Okay, next, let's go to my coins. Okay, so what I usually have over here, I have a coin saving challenge. This is available in my Etsy shop if any one of you is interested. So I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm trying to use natural light because sometimes the lights above create a very harsh glare. So I'm really hoping that it's okay for you guys to see. So let's see how much we have left in our coin pouch. Not much this week as well, like last week. So let's see, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $1, 10, 20, 30, $1.30. This is my container that I used to put my change. So $1.30. Let me see if it's available. Yes, it is. It's right here. Okay, so I'll cross this out. So what I usually do sometimes is if my lower amounts are being filled up pretty quickly, I will probably add the lower amounts up and then cross out the bigger amounts instead, because sometimes it's really, really difficult to get like $6-7 in change. And yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, let's move on. I hope this video is okay because it's been a really, really long time since I've spoken in my videos and I'm so nervous. Okay, I actually didn't make any online purchases this past week because my budget is really, really tight. I really do not have much to work with, so I've been really, really trying to restrain myself from going surfing online, from browsing Etsy stores, Amazon, Shopee. Over here in Singapore, there's an online shopping website like Amazon, which is called Shopee. And yeah, I've been really, really trying to restrain myself, and let's hope this continues. Okay, so let's move on to the actual cash stuffing. This is Feifei, for Feifei, my daughter. I will be giving her $30 this week. So 10 twos, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2 5s. The reason why I'm giving her, small change, the 2s and the 5s instead of $10 notes, is because this is mainly used for her allowance and as a reward for chores done at home, which she will use all this money, leftover money from school allowance and things like that, in her cash stuffing videos, in her very own cash stuffing videos. So smaller amounts are easier for her to work with, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing, which is why this envelope is so thick right now. I'm trying to bulk up this envelope because this envelope, I'm also hoping, I don't really want to create another envelope and having to stuff another envelope for Fei Fi's university fees in the future. I know it's still like 10 years away, but I do want to start, saving up for her future now. And yeah, so I'm hoping this envelope can also be used for that. So let's see how much we have in her envelope now. Okay, so to minimize the bulk in this envelope, I've tried to condense them somewhat and leave some change to give to her. So I have $50. There's a placeholder that's available in my Etsy shop as well. It's really pretty. It's printed on vellum paper and laminated in gloss laminate. So $50 in the bank. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 83. So 183 over here, and I have $2 here, so $185 altogether. Okay, next up is my mom. So basically in this binder, I have two of, the most important people in my life. So after Fei Fi, right? Or rather, it's Fei Fi and my mom. So I try to transfer a certain amount to my mom every month, which is why this envelope is never bulky, it's never full, because whenever it hits a certain amount, I will take it out and transfer it to my mom's account so that she has something, for her to use as daily expenses. And this week, I will be giving her 20. So basically, because these two are the most important people in my life, even if I have a lower amount to stuff, which is why you're going to see there are very, very few envelopes I'm going to stuff in my own high and low priority binders this week, I am still going to give the usual amounts to Fei Fi and my mom because, yeah, I think they deserve that amount instead of, anything I have. So yeah, so that's all. Okay, so for my mom, 10, 20, 30, 40, she has $50 right now in her envelope. Okay, household is for things like it can be appliances, it can be things like toilet paper and stuff like that, which I won't include in my grocery budget. So I am not going to be adding anything in here, but I think we can have a count. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 32, 34, 36. I think that's enough for now. Of course, I'm hoping that, it'll continue to grow so that if I need to buy any appliances urgently, I'm hoping I can use the money in this envelope, but we'll see. Okay, so this envelope is money for my online purchases. So if I do use a debit or credit card, online, and I pay for some stuff, I will then take the money out of the respective envelopes and put it in here so that I know I can either use it for the next cash stuffing or I'll just put it in the bank. Alright, so if you can see, I don't have much left, and yeah, let's see, let's go to high priority. Let's see if I'm putting anything in here today. Okay, I'm definitely putting something in health, but that's because if you have been following my past, my recent few videos, you would know that I am undergoing a couple of treatments right now, dental treatments, and they are really, 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 really expensive, even with governments, even after government subsidies and all that. So I'm hoping that I have enough, to pay for the visits and the medicines and stuff like that. So for health this week, I'll be adding in $20. I usually add in 50, but I don't think we can do that this week. So let's hope, I have a little bit more next week. So I have $500, $600 in the bank. 10, 20, 25. So $625 for health. Okay. Vacation. If you're new here, Feifei and I are going for a vacation at the end of the year. We're going to South Korea. We have been saving up diligently, both her and myself, in her own cash stuffing binders, in my binder, money for our daily expenses over there, and for accommodation, hotel and stuff like that. So basically we have settled the hotel and the hotel and the flight. The flight to and fro, but then we would need to save up for living expenses over there. So however, the problem is, because finances have been really, really tight recently, especially for this month, November, I'm a little worried that I might have to take money out from certain envelopes just so that we have enough for our daily stuff, right? So I'm really, really trying not to touch this if possible, but if there comes a need for it, I might take money out of my vacation envelope, and we might have to cancel the Korean trip. I'm hoping we don't have to. Feifei and I have been looking forward to it for the whole year now. We are really, really hoping we can go. But then, I don't know. Life gets in the way, right? And I'm hoping I don't have to ever tell Feifei that I'm sorry we can't go in the end because we don't have enough money for it. So I'm not going to be stuffing anything this week because I don't have enough. But let's see how much we have. So we have 1,000, 100, 200, 10, 20, 30. So $1,230. My aim is about $1,300 to $1,400 because Feifei has also been saving up for this, and yeah, she's been a great help, really. She's been so sensible about saving money, so sensible about using our money wisely so that we can go for a trip. And I really, really do want to take her there as a kind of treat or reward for her for being such a good girl. So yeah, I'm crossing my fingers. Let's hope we can go next month, right? Okay, so emergency fund, like I said, if we have to, I'll try not to touch this envelope until the very, the last resort. This will shall be the last resort. So I might be digging into our emergency fund first, and to supplement our living expenses before I move on to the vacation envelope. I don't have anything for this envelope this week, but let's see how much we have in our emergency fund. So 500, 50, 60, 62, 64, 66. So $566. I've been trying to get this up to $1,000, but it seems like it will never get there. I don't know if you guys think the same way or you guys are facing the same issue. I have not dipped into this envelope at all ever since I started cash stuffing, but somehow this envelope just increases at such a slow speed. I'm getting so impatient and stuff like that, but I'm really hoping I don't take any money out from here, which will make it worse. CNY, for those who are new here, CNY stands for Chinese New Year, and over here in Singapore, the Chinese culture, for the Chinese culture over here, we celebrate Chinese New Year usually at the start of every year, and the tradition is that if you are married, you would have to give money in the form of red packets. So we put money in red packets and we give it to either unmarried relatives or children. So basically people who are not married. And it usually comes up to a lot because our extended families are usually rather huge, and we like to go to, we like to go visiting in each other's houses and things like that. So whenever we see someone who is unmarried or children, we usually have to give them a red packet, and it usually adds up to a lot in the end. So I'm really trying to bulk this up. So because of that, I will be adding in $5 this week. A little something is better than nothing, right? So let's see how much we have. 250, 350, 450, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 92, 94, 96. So 496. I'm hoping to get at least 700. Yeah, because I do want to give a red packet to my mom as well. So yeah, even the tradition, says that we usually only give it to unmarried people. We also do give our parents as a form of thank you for, for feeding us, for basically for taking care of us when we were young. And yeah, so I do want to give my mom a larger sum than what she's been usually getting. Let's hope I can do that. Okay, books is this envelope is usually meant to buy any books that Fifi and I want. So basically both of us are avid readers. We really love reading. Fifi is obsessed with reading. Whenever she has finished her work and she has nothing to do, she's always seen with a book or her e-reader, which was given as a gift. So yeah, I like to buy books for her and for myself as well, and we like to read together as well. However, I'm also using this envelope to save up for Fifi's school books at the end of the year. So usually every year they will give a book list, a list of the kind of textbooks that they would require for the next school year, and we're supposed to get it ready by the end of the year so that she has them when school starts next year. So usually it's about $100 to $200. So I'm not adding anything for this week. Let's see how much we have. 150, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 92. So $192 for books. It should be enough if I don't dip into it to buy more novels for myself and Fifi. Okay, business. My business envelope is meant to buy supplies like laminating sheets, cardstock, stickers and stuff like that. But because business has been really slow, I haven't been able to put much in this envelope in the past few weeks. However, I do need to bulk this up because of the new item that I'm going to show you later, the one that Fifi and I have been working hard on. We need a lot of laminating sheets for that and other supplies. So I do need to put something in here so that I can buy. And my printer ink, the cost of my printer ink also comes from here. So I will be adding in $10 this week. So that's the last of my 10, or rather the last of the money that I have this week. So I have 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. This is prop money given by Two Sister Bees as Happy Meal. It was given to Fifi, but Fifi has no use for the $1 prop cash, so I'm using it instead. But yeah, thank you so much to Two Sister Bees for giving Happy Meal to Fifi. She was so happy. She was just overjoyed. She was jumping for days, and yeah. So we have, how much did I say? 17. It's $17 in business. Okay, so I think that's all for my cash stuffing this week. Really short because my budget has been really tight. But now I do want to let you guys have a sneak peek of what's to come in my shop. So basically, let me just give you a little background info. Besides reading, Fifi also loves writing stories. Okay, maybe it's because she loves reading. She loves reading, things like fairy tales, children fantasy novels, like the magical fantasies like Harry Potter and the Land of Stories. Oh, by the way, the Land of Stories is a really good series. I enjoyed it myself thoroughly. So if you have like 7 to 10-year-old kids, the Land of Stories series is a very, very good series to read with them actually. Yeah, so she about 6 months ago, no, actually it's about 4 months ago now. It's November, right? Yeah, so July, Favi started writing a story on her own, her very own story. She enjoyed it, and she decided, after some discussion with me, we decided that we would use her story that she has written and come up with a savings challenge book. So I don't know if you can see. So basically, Fifi illustrated this. So the title of her story is Can You Be My Friend? And if you notice, it says book 1 because her story is rather long. It's like a whole, I don't know if she's trying to write a series or something, but her story is rather long, and I can't possibly, print out her story, her entire story right now. And she's not totally done with it, by the way. She's still working on it. So what I did was I printed out the first few pages of her story, and I made them into savings challenges. So if you see here, it's a saving challenges of a low amount, $2. So the total will be 32, right? I deliberately did not put the currency here, whether it's dollars or pounds or whatever currency you have. This will work. And her story is at the back. So this is the start of her story, and it continues. Her story will continue. Okay, our story will continue. And I have also made this into an envelope so that as you save, you can cross this out, you can color it, and then you can put your money inside, right? So this is the start of her story. So you can read her story, and then this is a $5 savings challenge. Total it will be 80. You have 80. So again, it's an envelope. The continuation of her story. This is a $10 savings challenge. Total 160. Continuation of her story. 15 with a total of 240. Also an envelope. And a continuation of her story. So basically, I go up in increments. So what you can do is either you save it as it is, or Fifi actually had a really good idea where she says that if she decides to use this herself, she obviously can't, she doesn't have such huge amounts like $20 to work with at each time. So what she'll do is she might start with the $2 challenge. After she has completed, she will use the $32 and put it in here as well. So for $32, she'll probably color in or cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the $5 challenges, and then she'll move on. And then after she has $80, she'll use the $80 to stuff the $160 as well. I thought that's a really, really good idea, and yeah, it works, right? I mean, it's your challenge. You can do it any way you want. Fifi usually has really good ideas in such things, So this is $15, and total is 240. And her story, this is also an envelope. 20, total $320 or pounds or whatever currency you have, also an envelope. And this is her story, the continuation of her story. This is the largest amount you will be able to see in this little binder. It will be 25 each for each circle and 400, total. So it's really up to you how you want to use this. And at the end of it, so her story ends here. However, this is not really the end of her story. So basically, there is another. I'm not totally done with this. I'm sorry, I can't find my words today. It's the first video after talking video after such a long time. I'm not totally done with this binder actually. There is another back cover that Feifei is trying to design right now, and it's not done yet, but I'm just really excited, you know, and impatient to show you guys what it might look like. So yeah, it's not totally done, and because this is only book 1, if the response is good, we might continue with book 2, you know, book 3 if her story gets longer. And it took a really long time for us to create this because Feifei had to edit and re-edit her story countless of times to make sure that it's the best it can be, while coming out with the illustrations. And for me, the work I've had to put in is that my laminator is not really working as well as I want it to, and so I actually had a lot of laminating waste that was created because of this. It didn't laminate properly, the envelopes were not cut, or rather were not laminated correctly, so I had to throw away a lot, and I had to, you know, this is why we spend so much time on this. So I'm thinking that we will only launch very limited copies of this, very few for a start, and see the response, because if the response isn't as good as we would like it to be, we'll probably stop this. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. At the end of it, Feifei came up with a cupcake surprise, a coloring challenge. So you have to read the story to know that these 2 cupcakes actually feature in the story. I think she's really creative in that. So yeah, and it will come, this little binder will come with the binder rings. Unfortunately, the rings are of a fixed color, so yeah. So that's it. I'm so sorry this video is so long. Please bear with me because it's really my first talking video after such a long time. There's so much I want to say, but nothing is coming out. And yet the video is still so long. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Feifei and I really appreciate, you know, your support, your comments on our videos. We really live on such positive affirmations, you know, in the comments that you guys give us, and we feel very nice, basically, right? We feel very happy. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.